Dylan Higgs, run the state and local and education vertical here at OPSWAT on the public sector team. So I wanted to highlight MetaDefender Core. Think of MetaDefender Core platform as the ability to have 34 different scanning engines. These engines scan in parallel. We handle the updates, and you actually have the ability to add different engines per your workflow: CrowdStrike, McAfee, Trend Micro, and so on. What we're doing is we're actually taking any sort of active content, that being embedded macros, Word documents, PDFs, stripping that file type down and recreating that sanitized version of the file. The biggest question I get asked when I travel all over is how to deploy this. So a couple different options. The one I wanted to highlight that works with a lot of government institutions is going to be our ICAP server. So you can see over here, the ICAP server is a very simple methodology that we have here at OPSWAT. We like to make things simple. Now we do have a REST API integration as well. So very, very kind of customizable, very user-focused. Another thing that I wanted to focus on here is our MetaDefender drive. So kind of a cross-functional use case when it comes to different government institutions, water treatment plants, electrical facilities, having a needs for those devices to access internal applications. Well, what you can do is you can take this MetaDefender drive. Now think of this drive as a live USB. So it actually boots from the USB and it scans the entire machine, operates completely offline. We simply sneakernet the updates over to that platform. A couple other things that I want to talk about is MetaDefender for secure storage is a very lightweight ability to have the assurance that files that are on Azure or O365 are scanned. One of the biggest use cases around education is being able to lock down the network via network access control and endpoint compliance on student, as well as faculty and really all employee devices. We have our Meta Access solution over here. Think of Meta Access, a very lightweight agent, integrates in very smoothly with a ping or an Okta, multi-factor authentication, and you have the ability to ensure that that device is compliant. Features like anti-keylogger, anti-screen capture, really trust no file. That's going to be your MetaDefender Core, your Vault, which we'll talk about here shortly, MetaDefender for secure storage, and then trust no device. It's going to be the Meta Access umbrella. Probably one of my favorite use cases is the ability for removable media. There's a point where it's inevitable that a security patch or an update, maybe a vendor coming in to show a PowerPoint is going to have removable media. Think of a all-in-one solution that can operate online, can operate completely offline, where you can have that media scan, and that's your MetaDefender kiosk right here. And this can go all the way from an office type setting with a monitor version to a full-on industrial water treatment plant, electrical facility where you need a mobile version of the kiosk to be able to scan your media. Couple different use cases when it comes to this. Use case number one, the person will come up, they'll ask their questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What is the purpose of your meeting? They would put their media in, they would ask those questions. They can copy that media over to a house type USB, so a government furnished owned, or they can actually allow that media to be scanned and leave that media at that station, whether that station be a front entry gate where you have to take out your keys, your wallet, and have those files transferred via our net wall, being our unidirectional gateway. We do have an optical diode as well as a DIN rail mount version. And this is going to ensure that one-way data transfer. The goal is to make things safe and secure, but also to have very, very low overhead on the employee experience that are using the OPSWAT solutions. Now, think of Vault as a shared repository with the ability to set up custom workflows to continuously scan those files. So for example, if one of the AV providers comes out with a new update and there is a new definition update that wasn't caught Thursday at 2 p.m. and it's now Friday, you have the ability to allow the files to stay on that Vault server and continuously scan those files. So think of this as your industrial side footprint with a range of OPSWAT solutions. So starting at the top, this is our OPSWAT Neuralizer. OPSWAT Neuralizer is an OT asset inventory tool that provides an all-in-one piece to see every single device that's residing on your network. Meta Access for OT, think of this as a next generation way to securely access machines from a remote location. This is our OT Fuse. Think of the OT Fuse as your last line of defense where an industrial type firewall. So let's say that there is something that's residing on the network that is allowing a pump to turn on, or something to happen within that industrial facility that's not supposed to happen. This is truly your last line of defense to say, hey, turn the chlorine on and not allow it to actually turn on. Down below is our media validation agent. So your media validation agent is going to operate with the kiosk. It puts a cryptographic hash on the USB, and this is to ensure that all media coming into your organization that's not scanned by the kiosk will not be able to physically mount to the machine. Did want to highlight again that MetaDefender drive. Think of the MetaDefender drive as the ability to have transient devices that are coming in and out of your network and a front line of defense. So the ability to have a live USB, plug into your laptop, full system scan with 5 multi-scanning engines, country of origin, vulnerability report. Very beneficial because you can actually take that back and have a full audit trail to say, John Doe, on this date, device scanned clean. Again, I appreciate the time today talking about all of the solutions as a whole, and would love to kind of talk about how we can custom fit each of these solutions into your environment. Again, think of this as a holistic approach, OT to IT convergence, a platform that is really simplistic yet effective. So again, appreciate the time and look forward to talking to you soon.